Hi everyone, this is Jennifer from Jedidragoon Makes. I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all doing well. I got a lot more done than I thought I did. I thought I only got a few things done, and then I started gathering them up for this video, and I got a bunch done. Just drinking coffee out of my Hogwarts cup. Got that at Walmart a while ago. Yeah. I'm a Harry Potter fan, World of Warcraft fan, and everything else. And I love yarn, crocheting, knitting. I also loom knit also. I've been thinking about making a pair of loom knit socks. So, let's get into what all I've finished in the almost 3 weeks since the last podcast. I was going to do it at 2 weeks, and then a bunch of stuff came up. I wasn't feeling good, and we just skipped a week. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do every 2 weeks. Okay, so first thing I got done. Sorry, seasonal allergies. They're really bad for me. And yeah, most people have fall allergies. I have fall allergies. It gets to the point where I have to wear a mask outside because they're so bad. But I've been doing it for years. It's just part of fall for me. So, you know, and now I have a cool dragon mask I can wear outside instead of the ones you get from hardware stores. So anyway, first thing I got done is this is my husband's helmet hat. I whipped this up for him. It's just, here, let me take this off and put it on. It's just a basic beanie. I used Bag O' Day's basic beanie pattern, half double crochet beanie pattern. And then what I did was I added some extra rows so that comes down and covers the back of your neck. And also it fits over his ball cap and comes down over his neck and stuff. So it works really good. And he loves his camo, so it's camouflaged. And this is just Red Heart Super Saver in the color camouflage. I used a size I crochet hook. It's a worsted weight yarn. And it was just a pretty simple little pattern thing I did. I got some ideas off Ravelry, and then Bag O' Day had the basic beanie, and I just added to the back of it. I did it in crochet because I can figure out how to adjust things in crochet a lot easier than I can knitting. I learned to knit and crochet at the same time, but crochet clicks a little more than knitting. Knitting, I have to follow a pattern. I can't freestyle with it like I can crochet. But anyway, I posted a picture of this on one of the Facebook groups I belong to. And somebody sent me a picture and asked me if I could recreate from a picture a hat pattern. And I took a look at it. I'm like, sure. I was like, I wanted to help. I wanted to be helpful. So I'm like, sure, I will try to recreate it. So, what she sent me was not what was a picture of an adult night helmet. And so, I got my kids were doing their schoolwork, so I was working on figuring this out while they were doing their schoolwork. Probably not the best time to do that, but it worked out. So, this is the night helmet. This is the helmet part. I haven't got the buttons sewn on yet. I have one floating around the house somewhere that's completely finished. Of course, I couldn't find it. But I just took the same helmet pattern I did for my husband, and I added this nice little ridge to it. And when it's all sewn together, it will be a night helmet. And here, I'll take this off and show you. Yeah, it'll come up, it'll cover like this and all that. It'll flip up like this. I just have to get buttons for it and all that. So, and actually I used 2 different size crochet hooks for this. I used a size J for this, and this is a worsted weight yarn. And for this, I used my size I crochet hook and just figured out how to make it. So, it was pretty simple and all that. And if you're wondering why I have two, I put a picture of this on my Facebook, and my cousin wanted me to make 4 of them for her for Christmas gifts. And so I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I'm working. You'll probably see 2 more of those, 3 more of those before this is all said and done. But like I said, I got to get some buttons for them and sew it together. I don't have those at the moment. I'll probably go looking for those maybe next week or something, or take a trip down to my mother-in-law's house and read her craft closet. She has a bigger crafting closet than I do. I say bigger, it's about the same size, but hers is crammed full of more stuff, and mine's still a work in progress. And I finished, while we're on the subject of hats, I finished up this kid's hat just today. I finished up the hat a little bit ago. And then I made this is just a little kid's scarf. And this is another Bag O' Day crochet tutorial. It's her kid's hat and scarf set with a keyhole scarf. And so I made that up. And it just tightens up like that, and it's a nice little matching hat and scarf set. I'll apologize right now for this video because my ADHD is acting up today, so it might not be as streamlined as it should. I apologize. I'll try my best, but you're getting this. So this yarn is interesting because I tried to knit this up as a Ross hat, and it didn't want to be a Ross hat. It didn't want to be knitted. I started knitting it. I looked at it. It didn't look right. It didn't look that great. So I frogged the whole thing. I got out my crochet hook and I started crocheting this up, and it crocheted up great. I love this in crochet. It goes from this red to this orange to this like kind of brownish color, and then back up to this red, orange, and so on. And it looks really neat. It's super soft. And the nice thing about crochet, it's a little thicker. So I used a size eye hook for this. And this yarn also has like this dark bluey, greeny, gray color. And this yarn is called Fireplace Comfort Splash of Color. It's Yarn Bee. It's like a roving style yarn. So it's not really twisted. It was fun to work with. It's nice and all that. I've worked with Lions brand Landscape before and crocheted a hat. And loom knit a hat actually. And so this worked up really nice. It's a single and double crochet. It's pretty easy. You can go watch Bag O' Day's tutorial on it. Yeah, but this worked up real nice, and I like it. It's going to make some little kid happy. All right, put those over there. And then I showed you last time I was working on my daughter's cardigan, that I was making for her. No pattern. I just kind of winged it here. I watched a tutorial on how to make a sweater. Kind of didn't follow that at all. Actually, I didn't follow it any. I just kind of figured it out and made this. This is in... Oh, the light's really blowing it out. Okay, that's better. Yeah, this is in yarn. I love the Hobby Lobbies. I love this yarn. Except for the cuffs and this part. I love this yarn. The colors are Buttercup for this yellow and black for the stripes. And then I just did some front double post ribbing around in Mainstays black yarn because I was at Walmart and that's where I was going to get it at. And so did that, and yeah, and then first time I've ever done button loops. I don't think I did them quite right, but they work. And then I sewed on a little bee button on here for her. Because she wanted to look like a bee. And so she's decided she's going to wear this for Halloween and dress up as a bee, I guess. I don't know. I may have to make her a hat to go with this, but that will be knitted because I can get the stripes better than if I think than if I crochet it. But yeah, it turned out good. It fits. It works good. If I need to, I can undo the sides and crochet a little bit panel in to make it a little bit wider if I need to. And the sleeves are plenty long enough. And this has been washed and all that, so as you can tell, it's a little fuzzy, but it's soft. And the thing about acrylic is once you wash it, it gets really soft, especially if you put it in the dryer, which they say you're not supposed to do. I do it. It comes out fine. It's even softer if you dry the yarn than if you hand wash it. I don't mind Red Heart. I don't mind a lot of yarns. I don't have a big texture yarn thing like some people. That's just me. I just use what I have and go for it. So, next thing I finished was if you remember me working on the Virus Meets Granny shawl last time, I got it finished. It turned out great. It starts off at it's really dark indigo blue, which for some reason is looking purple on my camera, and then goes into this darker blue, and then this brighter blue, and all into this turquoise and this bright green, and then pink, and then goes back to purple and darker purple, and it fits me great. And yeah, this looks good. But anyway, yeah, it fits good. I have a shawl pin I use to hold these in place, and I just put in there and go with it. I do not do the whole, you wear it in the front, and no, that's not me. I don't like wearing them like that. But anyway, yeah, this is Lion Brand Mandala in the color Troll, and it's the Virus Meets Granny pattern, which is discontinued, and I kind of fudged to get it to work. And I think Fiber Spider has a tutorial on it. And I used a size H crochet hook. So, it turned out really good. It's the first time I ever did one of these. I might do another, I don't know. So yeah, it was fun. I can't get this folded now. We'll do it after the video. So, that is all my finished objects. Now I'll get on to the stuff I'm working on. And one of the things I picked up and started working on, something I haven't worked on in months. If you go back and watch some of my old videos, you'll see it there. But I started, like, last year, a Sophie's Universe Cow Afghan. And I love the pattern. It's great for people with ADHD, or at least me, because every row, after you get the first, like, section of repeats done, you know what the repeats are, and you can go and do them real easily. So it's great. And I had all these scraps of rainbow colors. I think they're left over from when I made my sister a rainbow colored blanket when she was in high school or something. So I've been just trying to use up those. And this is how far I've gotten so far. As you can see, it goes from a there's no good way to do this. It goes from this bright yellow down to this orange, down to this red, and I go dark red. I'm just trying to shade it like a rainbow, so I have this lighter green, dark green, purple, yellow, orange, red. Yeah, and there's these baubles and front post treble crochets and fans like this. It's really fun to work on. I have so many projects going that it just gets a little bit of love here and there, so it's probably going to take me a while. And yeah, this is fun. I love this. I'm just worried about how big it's going to be. Because I've seen pictures and it's like, this might actually cover the top of my king size bed. So, And I'm not sure what all these different yarns are. I'm pretty sure they're Red Heart, except for this purple. It feels like Karen Simply Soft. I'm not sure, though. Probably is. But yeah, that's how far I've gotten on this. It's going to be massive, and it's making me want to do a Mandala Madness Afghan. Which actually, this is the second iteration of this, because the center part here, when I did it the first time, I had to frog it and pull it out and then redo. And this is me redoing it. I actually have the center still in the other room. I got to a point where I was pulling out. I just liked how pretty the center ring was, that I have it laying on a table in there. And if my house was set up right, I could probably lay it on a table. It'd look like a nice little mini tablecloth cover, and it'd look great. But yeah, it's just laying in there right now. So that's that I worked on. And also something that got my loving attention, sorry, my nose itches. Sorry. Is I've been working on granny squares for a Afghan I saw in Herschners Fall magazine. And I've been recreating it in my own colors and weird way. And it's come along good. I've probably about, if I do 2 more, I'll be halfway done. Because it's like 5 or 6 rows. And I got like almost 3 rows done. So here's one square I got done, because you can see it's like this mosaic granny square with, let's see if I can get this so it doesn't, it's blown out, but it's air and flecked. It has like little black, bring it back here. Yeah, it has like little black dots and stuff in it. So yeah, it's, and it has this like dark green, brown, reddish. It's really nice. And oh, and this is a Red Heart. I love this yarn in the color Autumn Stripes. And I'm using a size I crochet hook for this. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. And then this is the next square. It's just basic granny square, orange and the Red Heart Aran Flex. And then this one was fun. This is 4 granny squares joined together and then crocheted around. I'm getting better at this. My first square was kind of and this one's getting better. So I'm making progress. And of course I got another orange one, because there's, I don't know how many oranges. And my hubby found the other hat. Thank you, JJ. Yep. So here's the finished night helmet. As you can see, it has a button there and a button there. I think I need to fix the buttons because I did not sew them on the greatest. And it comes up over your face like this. And yeah, he wants me to add a little bit of red up here, which I probably should do. But yeah, it's just a nice, simple night helmet. And it'll also keep him warm in the winter, which is very important to him. And then it just flips up like this and pretty much stays. So as you can see, not too bad. It's a nice little fun recreation. And then we also have this square, which is, actually I think it goes like this. Is red, yellow, orange, and this off-white. And then I have a red square. No, I have not woven in any of my ends. I'll take a day, I'll do that. It'll probably be on my Masked Singer day, and I'll just sit there and weave in ends. Or I might do it another day. Here's another mosaic granny square. And this square is yellow and off-white. And then I have a green square. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares done. And I think I need 30. So I got 20 more. So I don't know. I gotta go back and count. It might be 15. I got a lot of them. And it's for a Christmas gift, so I got a little bit longer to work on it. It's one of those priority, but not priority. I have, if I feel like it, I work on it. And then, oh yeah. Okay. And then I've been working on my poncho. It's going to be a granny square sweater, but I decided I didn't want that. I wanted a poncho, so it's going to be a poncho now. Anyway, I can just keep making granny squares, so here's, the outside is purple mainstays yarn in the color, I think it's just color purple. Oh, it's a number, 2. But anyway, and this is Bernat Stripes, and this is my leftover yarn from my hat, which is, I love this yarn in the color Jazz Stripes. And it looks different, crocheted up. So that's the one square. And then this square, because I was going through my stash, my husband and kids got me a bunch of purple yarn for Christmas, which I was thrilled with. And so I got this purple, and they got me Red Heart Polo Stripes, which is this right here. And then Mainstays Purple Multi, which I put in the center there. So this is working up very nicely. And I'm just switching back between those two type of squares, but since it's like a self-striping yarn and that each square looks a little different. Oh, there we go. So there's that one. And then there's that. And I think I need about 16 squares to make a poncho, which is another reason I decided to make a poncho, because I need 29 for the sweater and only 16 for the poncho. So I decided, we'll make a poncho. And this is the one I'm working on. So I figured the purple will keep it all coordinated, make it look nice and neat. And y'all remember me buying a giant cairn cake. And my sole purpose was to make a blanket for the bed. Well, I have a quilt that kind of got out of hand. So it's going on the bed as soon as I cut some more fabric strips and sew them on. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit work in progress. So my husband said, make what you want. And I decided I would make a virus blanket. So this is just a virus blanket. It's a different pattern than the virus shawl. And I'm just using the cairn cake. Oh, great. This is coming out. It's fine. The Cairn Anniversary Cake Mint Shindig. So it started off at this gray and then went to this darker teal, lighter teal, and then this chartreuse green. So yeah, this is going to be really pretty. And I have a feeling this thing's going to get huge. But I'm just going to keep going until I use up both cakes. And we'll see how big it gets. I haven't worked on it very much. Along with I've been trying to get that stuff done, and this stuff is just kind of like, oh, this is my fun work on whenever. And I also have another project in the box I really got into that you'll see in a minute. And I'm using a size in 15mm hook. Yeah, I don't really care for the I have some ergonomic hooks I can use like when my wrist is really bothering me, but I really prefer just these plain, smooth, regular hooks. They work perfect for me. They're nice. This is a Boyle hook. I don't like the Susan Bates as much. They're kind of sharper hook right here, and I kind of like this more rounded, smooth. But so I'm using a size N15 10mm hook for my Caron cake. Put that back in the bag so I don't lose it. I've lost so many crochet hooks. Of course, also I have crochet hooks in W.I.P. projects, so yeah, putting on W.I.P. projects doesn't always work either. Okay, and the other day I was watching, excuse me a minute. The other day I was watching Jayda In Stitches. And she was doing she's doing something called a granny square game. What the premise of this is, they have a dice, they have like 6 main colors of yarn, and it's one of their live things. So they're rolling the dice and setting a timer for like 2 to 3 minutes. And whatever the dice is, you pick up that color of yarn, start crocheting with that. But they have like a wheel of chaos where if somebody does a super chat or I guess like an emoji stick. I haven't done many live chats, I'm sorry. But they do like a big sticker thing and you gotta spin the wheel of chaos and it's like start a new granny, blind scrap bag grab. So you have a blind scrap bag of all your scraps that you can toss into it. I just grab I have a big bag that I toss all my yarn scraps and leftover yarn from projects into. So I just took that whole thing in there. I have all this neon yarn in my stash. So I took that in there. They have finish a row, bunch of different stuff. So I've been playing along doing that. I'm on like round 3. I finished round 3. I'm going to go do round 4. I'm then watching through the past ones. So you remember these 2 squares, because these were my neon squares. I was just going to make a granny square afghan out of neons. So this is that glow yarn I made that cowl out of, and this is some neon yarn I have. Some sort of Red Heart Super Saver stripes, and then just lined it with black. And this is another one I have. I've shown you these. Nothing really special, except I got the ends woven in. Because I'm really into Masked Singer and was watching that, so I sat there weaving in my ends while I was watching that. So, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 squares are from my Jayda In Stitches Granny Square game. And if any of you like making granny squares or feel like doing something crazy, I suggest you go watch Jayda In Stitches Granny Square game, and I highly recommend you play along. Though by episode 3, I was following their rule of instead of start a new granny, return to a previous granny, so I could, because I wanted to get some of them a little bit more started, and because I had all these little, like tiny, I had little centers like this started. So I decided I better follow their rule of go to a previous granny instead of start a new granny. I'll start a new granny after I get some of the other squares done, and then I'll start starting new grannies. And I still need to crochet black yarn around the outside, but here's this one. It has blues and pinks and reds and oranges and whatever this color is. It was a Bernat Pop, but yeah, and this afghan is kind of affectionately known since it has all these wild colors and look great under a black light. I'm still calling these my Ross Granny Squares because he likes these neon colors and stuff. But yeah, there's one. This one has some of my daughter's leftover sweater yarn in it, which is blowing everything out. Yeah, there we go. And it has like pink and red. It's just wild. Some blues and some camouflage pink yarn I had. And then here's this one. Some more of my daughter's yarn, which I think I about used up everything. Some red, white, and blue yarn I had, purple, pink, and all sorts of wild colors. And then this one with this bright pink, bright pop of neon on the corner, and purple, and blue, and orange. It's wild. It's a lot of fun, but I'm using up my scraps. And this one even has a like little tiny bit of camo in it next to pink camo. And there's this one. And here's the last one I did. It has some pink camo yarn. They don't make this color anymore, but I had it in my stash from, I don't know why I had it. I just did. And then red, white, and blue, and yeah. But it's a lot of fun. I've been having fun with that, and I've decided that those granny squares are going to get edged in black. It's all going to get sewn together into this huge afghan, and I'm going to use it to camouflage my old couch I have. So I told my husband, I'm like, nobody's going to notice the couch. You're going to notice the blanket on the couch. Yeah. It's fun. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. That's what matters. When you're doing crafting, artwork, drawing, anything like that, it just matters that you're enjoying it and having fun and sometimes laughing your head off. But yeah, I think that's all the stuff I've made. I've worked a little on a sock and a little on a mitered square blanket, but I haven't made any real progress to show on those, so that I didn't even bring them out because it looks like this time it's mainly a crochet podcast. I am knitting. I have worked a little bit on knitting. It's just that I've been having, mainly I got sucked into this monstrosity. It's not a monstrosity, but I call things a monstrosity, and it's not a bad term when I use it. It's just, that's how I feel. I don't know how to explain it. It's a compliment to it. But it's a monstrosity. Yeah, but that's all that's been going on with me aside from really bad allergies, meaning that sometimes I can go outside, sometimes I can't. So if I go outside, I gotta wear a mask. The kids are going back to school full time next week, which I'm super excited about. Anything else? Hubby goes back to work in a week, which guess he's excited about. I'm on the fence because sometimes I'm excited he's going back to work. Other times I like him home, but we need the money, so I guess I'm excited about him going back to work. Yeah, that's about it. I've just been trying to keep things together and crocheting and actually feeling a lot better about things. Yeah, and I also felt so well. I actually did some artwork recently. But you'll have to keep an eye out on maybe Fiber Hustle and Needles at the Ready, because they're the ones getting the artwork. Just go. You probably already watch them, so or you're them. So, yeah, I've been doing better now. So I'll keep working on this stuff, try to get it finished. I'm trying to finish up stuff, and then I start new stuff also. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this craziness that I call my show, and I will see you again next time, and have a nice day. See you guys. Please like and subscribe. Bye.